Welcome to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Talasha,
and I, Daniel, share stories about what God is doing at and through College Mennonite Church.
We love getting personal interest stories from you all.
This is the last Sunday of Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and you'll see a few pictures of people showing their support soon.
Sophia and Simon and Caleb, your church family loves you, and we are rooting for you, and we are inspired by your courage.
The Clemens and Zare households had a get-together in a garage one afternoon.
You'll see pictures of that and of a small group meeting at a park.
Milton Sender made an impression at Meet Me in the Garden with his side-by-side tandem bike.
Last Christmas, his family helped him upgrade it with an electric pedal assist motor.
And since then, he has ridden over 3,400 miles.
He rides nearly every morning to Middlebury and back,
where he often picks up a pie for later.
Then he does another 10 to 15 miles in the afternoon.
And 5 to 10 more after dinner.
If he's feeling particularly adventurous, he'll also pedal to Shipshewana and back.
Milton's son, James, reports that Milton is full of joy when out riding.
By the way, Milton turned 90 in May.
We grow 'em young here.
We were thrilled to see so many of you at the Church Family Field Day last Sunday.
13 teams played games based on the stories from Genesis and Exodus.
Like Catch the Manna, Tower of Babbling, and Cross the Red Sea.
Spectators gave great encouragement too.
And it was so good to just see each other.
The Most Determination Award goes to Baylor and Xavier.
So you know how we told you to bring your coins and then we'd all get to watch them carry the load?
Well, you outdid yourselves.
Those two boys have the best attitudes.
They worked very hard, trying to carry an overflowing and awkward bucket from point A to point B.
Soon we will be able to tell you just how much you donated for MCC's water projects.
But for now, we know that we contributed significantly to help the nationwide coin shortage.
Brooks took some great footage on Sunday, and you'll get to see that at the end of this segment.
We've been enjoying hearing about the varying ways that households from our church have been digging into This Is the Story.
To date, 11 individuals, 12 congregations, and one entire Canadian conference have joined us in this series.
And wow, are they doing some creative things with it?
One family in Kansas is making figures for each story.
So, at the end of the year, they'll have figures for telling the entire scope of the story. Think of it like a nativity set, but for the entire Bible.
My mom always says, boredom is an opportunity for creativity.
And maybe we could also say, pandemic is an opportunity for creativity.
Speaking of creativity, an imagination-inspiring celebration begins at sundown this Friday.
It's Feast of Tabernacles time.
This is a festival that brings us into nature.
So next Sunday, October 4, we are going to combine Feast of Tabernacles with World Communion Sunday and Goshen College's Homecoming Sunday.
Here's the plan.
Come to the church beginning around 9 a.m.
And here's your packing checklist.
First, communion elements. So something made of dough, like bread or crackers, and some kind of natural drink, like juice.
Your tabernacle. Maybe you'll bring a full-on tent, or camping chairs, or a picnic blanket, or materials to build a fort.
Your hymnal, if you want them to help in the singing time.
And if it's a little rainy, then you may want umbrellas or raincoats.
We'll only cancel if there's heavy rain.
When you arrive, you'll check in for contact tracing purposes.
Then you'll find your camping spot out on the lawn.
At 9:20, pre-service music and countdown will begin on the giant screen.
And at 9:30, we will begin the worship service, again on the screen.
What's Growing and the Song and Story segment will both follow the worship service as they normally do.
We have tried some outdoor gatherings, but this will be our first worship service experiment.
It will be different from what we have been used to.
But God will be present here and there.
As people of the faith, we have this confidence.
That God was, God is, and God will be.
Thanks be to God.
Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.
You get 5 points for every foot off the ground. Good. Planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.